Hello my friends, welcome back to the Piano Gymnasium. Today we will talk about the scales, why it's so important to learn how to play the scales, why we practice them every single day. Simple answer is, this is the foundation. The scale is the foundation for your development of your technique. So what we will do today, we will play our very first scale. It's not the easiest and the simplest scale, but we start with it because once we learn where middle C is, we will find our two black keys, then we will find the C, middle C. Remember, the job of middle C is to point at your belly button, and we will play just the white notes from C to this C. And I will show you what you need to think about when you play your scale, so you don't get carried away and you don't think it's too difficult, because it's really not. Your 1 octave scale, we start with the first finger, and you want to put your first finger underneath on F, and then open up and continue all the way to this C, and then you go back exactly the same way. You get to your first finger, not enough fingers, so count 1, 2, 3 notes until we get to C. So find your third finger across very slowly. Make sure that you don't have your hand hanging over here. Make sure that it's not somewhere over there. Make sure, what else is not correct? That your fingers are not stretched in our 5-finger position that we are not playing in. So normally you would learn about pentascale. C pentascale means 5, starting on C. Great, but you don't want to have your fingers stretched. You want to have them all close. They are best friends, they are neighbors, right? Why? Because when you start playing them fast and 4 octaves instead of 1 octave, that'll be very useful. What is an octave? Octave is the distance between one C and the next C. Or octave is the distance between any note and then the very next same note. From D to D, from E to E. So these are your octaves. You can play them both hands or one hand if you have a large hand already. Okay, so how do we play C major scale? I just played for you both hands 4 octaves. We will start with one hand at a time. I will use my iPad to show you simple math to keep in mind. So remember how we just started to play C, D, E? We got to the 3rd finger and then we did the swap to the 1st. And we finished, right? Keep practicing this first octave as much as you can until it's all smooth and nice and easy. And you won't even have to look. And then when you're ready to move on to 2 octave scale, here it could get a little tricky. And here we will do the math. So we will go to the 3rd finger. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And instead of finishing on 5, we could finish. But let's go back. When we're here on the 4th finger, we put first finger underneath and keep going. 2, 3, exactly what we did before. Here you got it, your 2 octave scale. 3, 4, 3. If we were to write it down not to forget, first time we do the switch at finger number 3, second time we do the switch at finger number 4, and then again we go back to 3. This is your 2 octave scale. If you were to keep going and playing 4 octaves, you would have the same pattern. 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, and finish on 5. And it works exactly the same on the way back. Let's check. 3, 4, 3, finish. Or, yeah, let's go back here. 3, 4, 3. There we go. Let's see if it works for the left hand. Left hand is tricky. It's like a mirror reflection of your right hand. So when you play one octave, you have all the way to the first finger, and then you want to go 1, 2, 3. Third finger across. My first finger is on C. Third, then first. Let's see if it works for the left hand in terms of 3, 4, 3 when we do make our switches with the first finger. So let's go. 3, 4, 3. Let's go back. 3, 4, 3. That's it. My biggest advice would be practice your right hand 2 octaves, first 1 octave, then 2 octaves. Then when you feel comfortable, you can play all 4 octaves with closed eyes, maybe with open eyes, whatever works for you. And then, only then when you feel comfortable, put both hands together and slowly, steadily practice until you make no mistakes. You need to finish on 5th in right hand and 1st in left hand. That is your foundation. That is the step before we start learning to play chords. Hope this was helpful. Have a wonderful day. Let me know if you need any help.